So I'm not going to keep talking about it. We're going to let Hannibal do it. Hannibal, let me find your clip, sir. You took it away. I think. Yeah.
Somebody going to jail.
So like I said in the last video, she's going to jail. And it doesn't seem like she cares about the FBI presence in her village at the township. She is losing her mind. This group of goons are becoming more and more unhinged. And that's why I want to talk about this story today. So this happened 2 days ago. Jedediah Brown, a community activist whose encounters with the Dalton Police Department has been nothing short of just crazy, frightening.
So right now I'm being followed by a cop car, and then he is pulling behind me, and I don't know who he is. Why are you following me? Okay, so this is the cop car, and that's Lacey. This is Lacey. This is some cop from some department following me right now. Who are you? It's a completely tinted car. They following me wherever I'm going. I'm not fucking afraid. Who are you? All right, so now this then went to a whole nother level. Now they want to play games with me a whole different way. So I'm trying to figure out who the fuck this is. That's a blacked out car. It's police plated. It's police plated.
Police.
You know what, bro? They got me fucked
It's training day.
Y'all got me good and fucked up.
Now we're going to move on to the actual main story for the night, which is actually is another YouTuber named Hannibal is Hungry. He does some very great coverage on a lot of different things, but right now he has been focused pretty heavily on Tiffany, city girl Tiffany Tahoe, city girl mayor up in the north side, no, I think south suburbs of Chicago, down in Dalton Village. And so we're going to check out his coverage, where he actually was covering some of Ms. Henyard's police force stalking or following an activist that, you know, was a whistleblower on some situation that they had going on up there. And so before we get to that, I want to show the reason why African American. Hold on. Why I was interested in Hannibal is Hungry's coverage on the police force up there, because it's my opinion that while Miss Henyard has become the figurehead, you know, of the rot, you know, that is the Thornton, the village of Thornton, and the village of Dalton, the Thornton Township, and rightfully so, as she's the mayor, and she's the one that's taking all the accountability for it. But I truly believe that police force of hers are the enforcers. Like, half the things that she's doing around there wouldn't be able to be done if she didn't have that quote unquote goon squad of a police force behind her. So let's take a quick look at some of the stuff she's been doing previously. And then this is the reason why I wanted to check out the coverage that Hannibal had on here. Female mayor in that city, and she ran the place like a bad Marvel series villain, complete with the police force shaking down residents that didn't support her.
She has the police doing this now.
Someone seen you go in there, and then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
More controversy in South suburban Dalton. 2 popular bars shut down by police just hours after the owners talked to Fox 32. A village trustee also says it's because they're not financially supporting Dalton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard.
Here's Dean Plaka with the latest on the corruption investigation. Is it coincidence or retaliation? Both of the Dalton bars that were raided and shut down last night, we visited the day before as part of our ongoing investigation into allegations of political corruption in Dalton.
They just rushed in here, put police at the front of the door like they was doing a raid on the drug house.
A team of Dalton police officers raided and shut down Pablo's Bar and Cafe and Rinky's Bar and Cafe, both located on Sibley, about a block apart.
Everything going peacefully. Nothing going on. It's like 10 police cars came in and they start pushing customers from here. And he said, if you don't leave, we're going to lock you up.
So you see a little bit of what was going down with the police force. Tiffany's not doing this stuff. He can't go do this stuff, but her enforcers are going out and doing these things. If you talk to reporters one day, the next day the police show up at your establishment and they run everybody off. So when I saw, and that was a couple of months, that was like probably about February when I first saw that and covered that particular story, and was noticing that all of the attention was on Tiffany and not on her enforcers. That's why it caught my attention when Hannibal had this coverage of activists in the city basically being stalked by police officers in unmarked cars outside of the village of Dalton, not in their jurisdiction anymore. Like, why are they following this dude? But he's going to get into that. So I'm not going to keep talking about it. We're going to let Hannibal do it. Hannibal, let me find your clip, sir. You took it away. I think. Yeah.
Somebody going to jail.
So like I said in the last video, she's going to jail. And it doesn't seem like she cares about the FBI presence in her village at the township. She is losing her mind. This group of goons are becoming more and more unhinged. And that's why I want to talk about this story today. So this happened 2 days ago. Jedediah Brown, a community activist whose encounters with the Dalton Police Department has been nothing short of just crazy, frightening.
So right now I'm being followed by a cop car, and then he is pulling behind me, and I don't know who he is. Why are you following me? Okay, so this is a cop car, and that's Lacey. This is Lacey. This is some cop from some department following me right now. Who are you? It's a completely tinted car. They following me wherever I'm going. I'm not fucking afraid. Who are you? All right, so now this then went to a whole nother level. Now they want to play games with me a whole different way. So I'm trying to figure out who the fuck this is. That's a blacked out car. It's police plated. It's police plated.
Police.
You know what, bro? They got me
training day.
Y'all got me good up.
They traded day, my man.
All around me, and they don't
get traded day.
These are all Dalton police officers, and I want to tell y'all really got the right, one, bro.
You got the right one, baby.
This is the other car, and I want to make sure that these are Dalton plated cars right here.
This ain't Dalton. In, bro.
So whoever this is in this car, where the other car go? I'm not afraid of y'all.
Oh, you need to keep
stop
your hands
playing
in the
with
car,
me.
bro.
Play with your mama.
Hey guys, with Loom video messages, I've been able to cut my time spent in meetings in half, making communication.
I'm not afraid of you. And what you gonna do, bro, is y'all gonna fuck around and find out. I'm not afraid of y'all.
Oh, you getting
so whoever this is in this car.
Like YouTube can't save you when they start.
That's what y'all doing. They should be in Dalton.
Hey. A little bit.
Shouldn't you be in Dalton? Huh?
Like, give it to him. He's sticking it to him.
I'm not finna, man, bro. What's up?
Yep.
You got the gun in the bags. Get your bitch ass out if you gonna chase me, clown. If you gonna fucking follow me, get your bitch ass out. Come on, flame on! Now I'm behind you.
Yo, Shar,
I'm not scared of none of this.
I just said that. You know I just said
I'm
it.
not scared of none of this.
Shar, yes. I'm like that.
I'm not scared of none of this.
But you get extra aggressive, but
what's
they in
up,
the wrong.
Clown ass? Now don't follow me again.
Yeah, that's a little
Play
bit
with
much.
your fucking mama, dumbass.
Like, this is actually happening in our society. A systematic challenge because Jedediah Brown uncovered some very important information about how corrupt this police department is. Let's start from the very beginning. Why Jedediah Brown found himself in the crosshairs of the super mayor. So to understand that, let's talk more about who Jedediah Brown is. He is a community activist. He was here to uncover the issues with Andrew Holmes, the trustee that's accused of sexual conduct in Las Vegas of last year, but he was able to uncover some really dangerous things that's been happening with the police of Dalton. And he's how corrupt the police are, to that point where one of these police officers by the name of Staples tried to file a restraining order against him. Mind you, he never met the woman, never contacted the woman. He was able to explain all this at the annual township meeting a couple of weeks ago. Check it out.
So what you're dealing with is people trying to figure out, how does a man that's homeless come to try to bring awareness to what's going on, like a police officer. I have a video of one of your officers having sex in your jail cell. I'm trying have compromised, sensitive, investigative material. How do you have a woman who is unethical in every sense of the word, had an irresponsible relationship with your former chief's child, did it on company time and the company been there protecting her, the citizens? She was trying to get her rocks off. This is what I'm trying to figure out. How does that woman become internal affairs for your police department, and then I get served with a restraining order today from that woman, and you allow her to...
Yo, hold on a second. First of all, what he is unleashing in there in front of everybody.
Come on, flame
on! Look at Tiffany's face. The junk he just unleashed in there in front of everybody, she does not look pleased. And now that makes perfect sense to me why unmarked cars were following this dude all over the place for intimidation. Goon squad tactics. When not liking accountability and being exposed, I will initiate my goon squad. Nice. Keep cooking, dude.
A police officer still in your department. With that being said, let me make it clear. If you unethical on one side, we gotta watch you on another. So the way you lead as a mayor is why we're handling you this way as a supervisor. And the best thing you can do with all the controversy is step aside and don't make these people have to go through another day.
So as you can see from this Super Mayor's face, she is pissed off at Jedediah Brown exposing this systematic problem she has with the Dalton Police Department, how corrupt they are, how unprofessional they are, and obviously some of the more salacious details involving the police department. So she's not really happy about this. So now let's fast forward to this court date. Jedediah was at the courthouse in Markham. So mind you, this is not in Dalton. This is important to understand because you'll be seeing some Dalton police officers, namely Lacey, there for no reason. He's not an officer at Markham. Why is he there? Shouldn't he be protecting the village of Dalton? Well, we'll get back to that. This is about a hearing about the restraining order issue. Now, off the bat, he believes that this is frivolous. He never contacted Staples. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess these cops don't care. So they want to display a force of power.
All right, y'all. So this is your boy Jedediah, and I had to make sure I had to call my lawyer because at first I wasn't going to involve them. But here it goes once again. This is me at courthouse, and I'm just going for my own safety record like everybody else is doing. That dude right there in the back is Dalton Police Chief Lacey. Dalton Police Chief Lacey, that go Line Lieutenant Staples. And we finna go to this courthouse in a minute. But this how you go. So my lawyer said I can record in here, just can't do it inside of the courthouse.
True.
Lacey, since you got all your officers here, how many protecting Dalton? Oh, snap. Dalton. How many protecting Dalton, my boy?
How many, yo?
What y'all scared of? Why police officers need a restraining order? Why am I here for a restraining order from police officers? You sound stupid. If you ain't doing nothing wrong,
you'll try to get shot again, Sharp.
Right?
He try to get tased at a bare minimum.
Think about what? What you trying to tell me? I'm doing something illegal? What's that? What I can think about?
You be shaking it here.
There's no expectation of privacy in public. You want to get a sheriff? Go get him. Girl, I'm at court with you. How am I supposed to be 1,000 feet away from you when I'm standing here at the court door? You learned the rules. Oh, snap.
Greeted by the excessive display of power, officers from high-ranking officials all present in a calculated show of force.
So, as we see, Miss Henyard has been utilizing this goon squad for business shakedowns if they speak out, citizen harassment if they speak out, like they show out. And this is how you know that this is abnormal. How do we know that this is abnormal? Because Ms. Henyard took office in 2021. There was already a police chief in place in 2021. His name was Robert something. He wasn't with those shenanigans and he was fired. He's now in Florida at this point. So the police chief that's running this goon squad now is not who was in office when Ms. Henyard took place. That person obviously was of higher standards and scruples, and he wouldn't go along with that stuff, and he was fired. But let's not take my word for it. Let's roll the tape.
Former South Suburban Police Chief is blowing the whistle on the embattled mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard.
Yes, Fox 32 has investigated Henyard's use of a police security detail, taking officers off the street and costing thousands of dollars in overtime.
And now the former chief is talking about it exclusively to Fox 32's Dane Placco.
Yeah, Mayor Henyard fired her chief of police late last year without any approval from the village board. So now Robert Collins has filed a lawsuit against the village. And tonight he's talking exclusively to Fox 32 about what he saw on the inside.
The manpower was just very stressed and critical to the point of almost breaking, having to provide officers on the detail rather than have officers out patrolling the streets.
Former Dalton Police Chief Robert Collins spoke to us from Florida, where he's taken a new job. But he says he remains frustrated by what he experienced leading an undermanned, overworked police department. Demanded a large personal security detail.
You know, wrong is wrong, and there's a time to hold people responsible and accountable for their actions.
Last year, Fox 32 investigated Henyard's detail, following along as Dalton police officers drove her from morning till night, often to her second job as Thornton Township supervisor in South Howland, racking up hundreds of hours of overtime, costing taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars.
We needed those officers to be on the street fighting crime. And instead, we have several officers that are riding around protecting America.
All right, so again, everybody knows about Tiffany Henyard. Everybody knows about the super mayor, Tiffany Tahoe, all the nicknames and all of that. Again, I think enough focus is on her. I just want to make sure that the people that are playing the game with her, that are supposed to be protecting and serving the people in the Dalton Village and the Thornton Township, these are the people that are supposed to be protecting the citizens from her illegal activities. They're supposed to be the stopgap, the firewall, and they're participants. And so what I hope is when she gets held accountable, I hope that they do as well, as particularly the chief, all of those people that help shake down businesses, and those officers that fleece the town's taxpayer dollars with excessive overtime, picking up Mexican food and driving that lady around. Now, that was my rant about that. What I want to say now is thank you guys that hung out. Shara, yo, please hit one up for me.